Welcome to the Dual Worlds podcast, everyone. This is a podcast about the real world and the world of media. I am your host, Aaron Smith, along with my other host,
Jared Hutchinson, and we have a guest here, Nolan.
Hi, what's up?
Okay, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, Nolan?
Well, I went to high school with Jared and Aaron. I go to school, I play video games with them. Been Aaron's YouTube videos, as we all know.
He doesn't go to school with us. Not now.
Yeah, you are the non-funny one in my videos.
He gets cut
Anyways.
out. He really doesn't have too many footage in your videos.
Anyways,
just
today we're going to try to talk about some shows that we've been watching through this quarantine that we're in, and then to end it off on a funny note, we're going to talk about some conspiracy theories with how this all started. So, does anyone want to go first on a show?
Let Nolan go first. Nolan, what kind of shows do you have going on?
Yeah, I've been watching. Well, I've been rewatching all of the Star Wars movies recently, but in chronological order, like including the prequels and everything. So, like, you start at Phantom Menace, and then the last one's like Rise of Skywalker. But I'm also watching the Clone Wars right now on Disney Plus.
How are you liking that? Because I could never get fully. I felt weird watching it because I felt like I was being watching a kid show. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt like it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying?
I like it, but it's hard for me to grind it. I don't know. I don't feel the want to watch it every day. It's not one of those addicting shows.
Right. Yeah. Especially since you probably know the story mostly. I mean, it's really just a off branch of it.
I think it's a different story, but it shows what happens during the Clone Wars, everything.
Right. Well, it's
stuff.
What didn't happen in the movies, basically, but it's still canon. I'm pretty sure.
It's between 2 and 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's between 2 and 3 because 2 starts the Clone Wars and 3 is the end of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've also want to watch on Hulu that Lil Dicky show called Dave.
Yeah, I watched the first 3 episodes. I like it. I just haven't gotten back to it yet.
I haven't gotten into
that. I haven't been on Hulu.
What's it about?
Little Dicky.
Little Dicky.
It's literally just
it's
a show about him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I don't think it's it's not a documentary though, right?
No, it's just like a comedy type show.
Oh.
That kind of parallels his life.
Huh.
It's not meant to be a comedy.
But his life is
a documentary.
His life is Dave, not Little Dicky. His normal life, I think.
I don't. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm not a big fan of Little Dicky, but maybe we'll keep that one on the maybe list for to watch.
Wait, you got anything else, Nolan, or is that all you got?
I'm probably gonna start watching the rest of the season of Into the Badlands eventually.
Yes, I just finished that actually last night at 2 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah.
2 a.m.
I'll definitely watch the second season of Mandalorian when it comes out. It's supposed to come out in October.
Oh yeah, we're all gonna watch the second season of Mandalorian.
Yeah, I honestly liked it. It wasn't they had comedy moments in it too, but obviously it wasn't supposed to be a comedy, but it was really good.
Mandalorian?
Yeah, it's a space western.
Oh yeah.
Just like the original Star Wars. The original. When Star Wars first came out, it was supposed to be just like a space western, and then it was so popular that they decided to make sequels. There was only supposed to be that one movie.
The first one was supposed to be a space western. Looked like it was supposed to be sci-fi right off the bat.
Well, I mean,
it's not a western.
Yeah,
it can't be western.
I don't know. You couldn't call that one a western, even if it was supposed to be. I don't think George Lucas was going for that.
Hey, Jared, do you want to talk about your shows?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about Into Badlands. Nolan grabbed that one, but I'm not gonna spoil anything now since he hasn't watched it. But the other one I have been watching is Merlin, and I know you made fun of it earlier because you're like, "Ooh, Merlin."
Merlin.
But really good show. There's 5 seasons, 13 episodes apiece, and like it kind of starts off really bad because I think it was in 2012, and like their acting was just really rough. And it's a British show too, so like a bunch of British actors, and some of those shows really aren't the best, but definitely one of my favorites, like as of now, especially going into 4th season. So I would recommend watching that one.
All British shows aren't the best, huh?
Not really. No, I mean like Downton Abbey, like that and stuff. I mean, I don't know.
There goes the British demographic that watched this. Thanks, Jared.
Yeah, all one person.
Yeah, the one British person.
Big Bird. Oh shit. No.
This is an American podcast, so if you don't like it, then hey, that's okay.
This podcast is sponsored by America.
Sponsored by Bald Eagles
And the Big Mac.
and a Big Mac. Yeah.
All right. Well, you got anything else?
You're not sponsored by McDonald's. I wish that was true, but we are not.
We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored at all.
No, not at all. But Aaron, what have you been watching?
Oh boy, howdy. Well, of course, The Office. Anytime, anyway. I
How
put
many
it on.
times have you rewatched it?
I'm probably on 20. I don't know. I'm around there. I can pretty much do episodes word for word if I really wanted to do them. But besides the point, on a serious note, I watched through Tiger King, which I think everyone in the world knows what that's about right now, so I don't even need to explain it.
Yeah.
And the other show that season 2 just came out that I'm watching is Altered Carbon on Netflix, and
Oh,
it's
that's a good one.
Oh, I watched that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm only one episode into season 2, but the first season
I don't know.
I was not expecting that first season to be as good as it was.
So good.
I don't know if I liked season 2 as much as I liked season 1, but season 2 was still good.
Okay,
It was pretty
that's good to
good.
know.
Yeah. That was
I do.
tough.
I like. What's Anthony Mackie as an actor? So I'm hoping he does a good job.
Yeah.
Which one's Anthony Mackie?
He is
Falcon.
Falcon.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I kind of just been. I've been looking for shows. I've tried Westworld. I really just I couldn't get into that. It was so
That's an odd
confusing.
one I heard.
What is that about?
It's the premise is it's this AI world that this company has created, and they let people like go to it and do whatever the heck they want because these are AI and they don't hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? They can't hurt you and all that stuff. So you kind of do whatever you want, and it's like set in a Western setting, and then it's like switches between this AI world and the real world of like the company. And I've only watched the first episode, and I was already confused with the switching and stuff. Like, it's very hard. I think it's very hard to get into. I might still keep giving it a try, but I don't know for sure yet.
Is it kind
I
of
have
like
a question.
Lost?
I wouldn't say it's like Lost.
Well, with the switching back and forth, you know what I mean by that. You know how it's like
no,
you
it's
can barely
probably
tell if it
more.
was past
It's
or
probably
real.
more confusing.
Oh, really? I just
Yeah.
Nolan, you had a question?
Yeah, I have a question for you guys. So, I know we were talking about TV shows. What TV show did you watch that you liked it first, but as it went later on, you just couldn't keep watching it and you had to stop? Like, what reason did you stop watching it? Or, like, what drove you away from it? I guess I'll start. So, I have two examples.
Yeah.
One of them is Supernatural. Like, I started it and I liked it in the beginning. I think I got to like season 5 or something, and there was just too much stuff happening. I was like, I would rather them keep it simple, and I kind of just lost interest in the show. And then my second example is Spartacus on Netflix, I think it was, where it follows it's like a show that's set
Oh yeah.
and Gladiator and he rebels. The first season I liked it a lot, but then they changed the actor in the second season, and I just didn't like the actor. Like, I didn't like his acting style, and like he didn't look anything like the first season actor.
Yeah,
Like
I
the first
agree
season
with you on
actor
that
had
one.
short hair and a beard. This dude had long hair and no beard, and it was blonde, and the dude had brown hair. And I was like, what?
I think that's one of my
So I
shows
stopped
that
watching it.
I didn't finish all the way through because of that same reason, pretty much. Like,
I was like,
it was
what?
weird.
Come on.
But I think another show that I started watching and then like just couldn't really like finish, I think, is the Bojack Horseman. Do you know that show? On
Didn't
Netflix.
even get into that just because it just didn't look.
I like watched a lot of it, and at first I thought, "Hey, this is kind of funny," and then it got worse. I feel like as I watched.
Was that Tosh? Is that Tosh.0?
No, that's
No, that's Brickleberry. I like Brickleberry.
Okay.
I never got into BoJack Horseman. I tried to watch like an episode or two. I wasn't too keen on it.
yes, yeah.
I just think it wasn't like my comedy style. I love Brickleberry though. I thought Brickleberry was hilarious.
Yeah,
I think Brickleberry's funny.
Have
But
you
other than
seen
that, I don't
on
know.
Adult Swim
I think
the show
what is it?
Mr. Pickles?
Uh-uh.
It's like the weirdest concept for a show. It is I think it's on Hulu actually. It's this dog in this family, and it's this shitty animation style, and all the characters are dumb as shit. But the dog is like either controlled by the devil or he is the devil, and he does like sick, twisted shit to people in the town, like he'll maul people. And the grandpa will try to always get him, like people to like the grandpa's the only one who's on the dog's case who knows he's the devil, but everyone else just thinks like their grandpa being senile. And like he just says like all the episodes. When I watch it, I feel like I have ADHD because like everything's happening at once. I don't know how to follow, but for some reason it's just like kind of addicting. Where like I'll watch 5 or 6 episodes in a sitting, but I haven't watched it in like a month or two actually.
Yeah, I feel that.
Never heard of it.
One show that I started watching and got out of it was oh crap! Hang on, I just had it up. I forget the name of it. Oh, the 100.
Oh, I love that show.
Okay.
See, like
I think
it was really good, but same reason for like how you said with Supernatural. There is so much going on, like, and I think it was 3 seasons in. I can't remember exactly, but it was whenever like they finally got like the spaceship and stuff, and like more people started coming down to Earth, like all the parents and stuff, and that's kind of just where I lost it because like I don't know, it just didn't really sit with me well, and I just totally like I want to get back into it and see if I can finish, but something just stopped me from watching it. I was like,
I would implore you to keep watching because it's one of my favorite shows probably that I've seen.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember, like, I think I stopped watching exactly where you stopped watching, Jared.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember them, like, they found that, like, secret base, right?
Right.
And, like, captured it, and then, like, they found out the parents were there or something, and they came down. Yeah?
Yep. It was just after the one.
That's about where I stopped.
Commander, I think the one black dude. I can't remember his name, but he had the baby, and he was like jumping from like the broken parts of the spaceship, and that's all I remember. So yeah, I can't remember it, but I mean, like I don't know. We'll see if I do get back into it, but I do want to get into Ozark. I heard that was really good.
Yeah, I see everyone. My parents have been watching that. Like my brother always tells me to watch it, but I haven't. Like I never watched Breaking Bad. I haven't watched Ozark. I watched Game of Thrones, but like that was last year in college like, that I watched all the episodes.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like one of those day one Game of Thrones fans.
Me neither. I kind of started halfway through too, like season 4.
Yeah.
I think.
Like when season 7 ended, that's when I started watching.
It's amazing. Yeah, it was a great show.
I forget what I was gonna say now. Gosh darn it.
One of my favorite like guilty pleasure shows is like My 90 Day Fiance, My 600 Pound Life in Borders. I love those shows.
My 600 Pound Life makes me want to throw up. Jared, I'm surprised you didn't like put a anime show on.
Oh, I mean, I can. I didn't know we were doing that. I thought I was going to save that for another time.
You're the only one here that watches anime regularly.
Basically the only one. I can
That's
go.
That's not true. I watch 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah, I said regularly, Nolan. I've seen 7 Deadly Sins too.
I also watch. I watch. Man.
Could talk about that one, 7 Deadly Sins. I think that was a great show, honestly, but I don't know why it stopped. I don't know if they're even doing another season.
They
didn't it leave on a cliffhanger?
They really did. Yeah.
Like a huge cliffhanger.
Oh, what was it? Yeah, with the 10 Commandments, something with them.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
Did
that
you
was
watch the separate movie?
There's a movie?
Yeah, on Netflix. It's like an hour and 40 minutes
there's
or
a
something like
movie.
that.
Oh, really? Oh,
It's
I
like
didn't
7
see
Deadly
that.
Sins. Like, yeah,
Let me
It's
see.
weird.
I'm on
The
it
whole
right
thing's
now.
weird.
it's okay. I mean, some of the fight scenes are good.
Prisoners of the Sky. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that one.
Well, do you think we should get into our conspiracy theories?
If you guys want. Yeah.
I do want to start by saying that I found an article that says a third of the entire American population believes any particular conspiracy theory. I've found that statistic pretty crazy. That 1/3 of our
All right, so which one
population
of us?
believes something happened.
Which one of the three of us believe?
I'm looking at another one where it says a third of Americans believe it's a laboratory. Like it was created in a lab.
Mm.
Like I kind of want to get where they're getting a third of the people because like that's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
But
I wouldn't say that's too far out of stretch, but do I believe it? No. Like, do I think it's true?
definitely not.
No.
Yeah, I feel like
but
they
is it
kind of
possible?
exaggerated.
Yeah.
My favorite one that I've heard is that the Chinese government made it because their citizens were protesting too much.
I saw one where it's all been a ploy to destabilize America's government.
Yep.
Wow.
I heard that. I heard it where it was.
I mean, it's worked.
Yeah, basically. I heard it where it was a ploy to destroy everything the Trump administration did. You know, that it was an anti-Trump virus. I'm like, oh, yes, indeed.
Did you see the one that Woody Harrelson's pushing?
What is he pushing?
So, you know how, like, nobody said anything about 5G towers until, like, the recent month or two? And how, like, people were saying that, like, the 5G towers are giving people headaches and, like, kids are getting cancer and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Woody Harrelson's saying that the 5G towers are exacerbating, like, making the virus worse by either like,
they admit
making people
radiation.
sick.
It says.
Yeah, like either they're making people sick and the virus is getting to people and it's making either the death rate or the infection rate worse. Which it's a good way to tie two things together, but I don't know about it.
Yeah, if people had any idea even what 5G and 4G was, then maybe they would be, you know, a little bit they'd say it is a stupid idea, but they don't, and they think it's just radio waves.
They need something to blame it on, man. People need something to blame it on.
Yeah,
so the 5G towers are.
People sit in front of their microwaves and watch their food go, like they're not getting blasted with microwave radiation.
I just did that.
And then they complain about a tower that's 100. Yeah, then they complain about a tower 200 miles away.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this one that says the announcement of Tom Hanks testing positive is a PR move to soothe the masses because it says they should have chose a visible and show that he doesn't die. The thing I don't understand about this is that he has millions of dollars. Like, of course he's not going to die. Like, he is perfectly capable to get the
money can only do so much. If you're going to die, you're going to die.
I know, but like, he has the chance of getting the best possible care. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, to say that something like that would soothe the masses of America is a little weird to me.
Honestly, like, that's why, like, this whole thing is, like, got me thinking about life, and I'm like, man, I need to lose some, like, that's why I've been working out recently, and, like, drinking a ton of water, try and lose some weight, you know, because, like, a little out of shape, you know, a little out of shape. My lungs probably aren't the best as they could, you know.
Yeah.
So if I get sick, you know, I don't have the best chance. You know, why not try to lower it? And plus, being a little bit thinner, it's going to be healthier in the long run too.
True.
So
yeah, I mean,
so I drank a gallon and a half of water yesterday. I was peeing every half an hour. I think I was playing Call of Duty with Lenny. I think I left the pee 4 times in like an hour and a half.
Jeez, man. Gotta stay hydrated though.
Speaking of water, I gotta drink some right now.
Oh gosh.
Don't worry, I'll mute
Stop
myself.
drinking water.
Yeah, I see a lot of them though. A lot of people think it's a bioweapon from China that they like. It was made in a lab, and it was a bioweapon that got released into the food markets. And I remember them saying, and I'm like, it's like, we really don't have the information. It really could have been, honestly. Like, we don't know where it really originated. But like at the same time, they're like, yeah, I forget. It was like not the Surgeon General. Crap, who was it? The Joint Commander of Operations, I think. The one day he came out and he's like, all right, he's like, there's no doubt about it that this was not made in the lab. It was not a bioweapon whatsoever. Never. And then another day he comes out and he goes, well, we don't have convincing evidence that it is, but we really don't know and stuff. Just literally did a full 180 on his previous thing. And it's like, and now I'm like, oh, wait. Maybe it was. I'm like,
oh my goodness.
Why did he change his opinion one day later?
Can I'm so sorry. I found this funniest thing that somebody said.
What is it?
A fortnight is 14 days. Quarantine recommendation is 14 days. Coincidence? I think not. The makers of Fortnite are behind it all. When schools closed, where will those kids flock to fill that time? That's
Call of Duty Warzone, obviously.
Hey, one thing I do think for sure though is like I don't believe like even from day one when I was over my friend's house we were talking about the virus. It was like back in December before everything like went south, and he was like, "Yeah, I think that China is hiding their numbers. I think that in the future everyone's going to find out that China has way more infected cases than we think, and the death toll is way higher." And I agree with him. And now it's coming out that like the death toll in other countries is way higher than China's, and the people that are getting infected are way higher. And like Italy and America doesn't have as densely populated areas as China does, with the billions of people they have.
Right.
So how is it that 89,000 people got infected when America has over 600,000 and it's been less time?
Yeah. Well, at the same time, there's another reason why I
think
do kind of believe that is because, like, even though they say that the numbers are lower, but they did go into extreme, like, quarantine. Like, people could not leave their houses and stuff. And that's why I was like, they honestly could be say. I mean, like, I don't take it word for word because obviously a communist country, they're gonna be like trying to, make it sound reasonable. And China's lied before, but like, do they like to their citizens? That's the only way they could say it. But I'm sure that number is not like in the millions.
Yeah. Well, I also like with that country being able to be as strict as they are with their citizens, like. They could put in mandatory house, stay in your house orders and really enforce them, put you in jail, nobody in America is getting arrested because they're walking outside.
Exactly. I mean, they can put that fear.
That's a reason why I think that they were able, that if they curved it, I think that's the main reason why they curved it. Because they're way more willing and able to enforce their laws without their citizens getting pissed.
Right. Well, they're probably pissed. They just can't say anything about it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they literally can't say anything about it. The only other thing, like that wise, is China has one of the major portions of the population on Earth itself.
Right.
So, like, saying weird thing at being so low from them, like compared to other countries that are way smaller, I find a little odd.
Right.
Especially the city that it started in is 3 times bigger than New York City's population.
Yeah, Wuhan's a big city.
Having that, you know what I'm saying? Like having that big of a population and having that low of numbers.
Right.
I don't know if they're lying or not. They could just be lucky and not like haven't been immediately everyone like listen to them. But you never you don't know that until this is all done.
Right. And hell, I mean, let's even say that our country is not even curving numbers too. You know what I mean? It's like you can't say that because a country is going to do what they can to keep the population under control. And you don't know unless you're part of the persons making that decision to say, hey, these numbers are really low. Like at most, they're all estimates anyway. You know what I mean? We don't know for sure how many people are infected.
I'll tell you
because they said 1 out of 4 people don't even show, or what was it? 3 out of 4 people don't even show symptoms. So, like, the only people we do know and they're taking tolls of are the people being admitted into hospitals, and those are the numbers that hospitals are paying. So, it's really just a huge estimate number, and it's like there's probably a lot more people that have it, but they don't show symptoms, so they don't know they have it.
Mm-hmm. I've been genuinely surprised that, like, in this area, as far as we know, they're keeping the numbers down, like, a legitimate amount. Like, in the Pittsburgh area, I think there are maybe 1,000 confirmed cases, and in Allegheny County, there are 1 million people. And I think Washington had 70, and now, like, a week later, they have 73. So, I mean, there could be that numbers thing if we don't actually know how many people.
Right.
But from reported cases, it's not going up as incrementally high as other places. Now, either we're just at the beginning of it still, and it hasn't gotten bad yet, or some of it's working, but we're still, I feel like we're still going to have to social distance into, like, winter. You know what I mean?
Right. It's going to change our lives a lot.
Once every fall. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Well, there's already schools right now talking about not opening up in the fall.
Right.
Harvard,
I think you mentioned last night Harvard. Yeah.
Yeah, Harvard.
Yeah.
Pitt's like high up, like thinking about not opening back up too, and just saying I can't do it again.
I can't do
this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, especially since I have a lab, like a science class next semester. Like I don't know how they'd even do that.
even if I end up not having sports, I need to go back to school. I can't.
Yeah.
Like my major, I'm changing majors this semester. Like at the end of the semester, I will be from recreational therapy to safety management, and that like major change is something that like, how am I going to take intro to safety, intro to Chem 1 in my bedroom? Like,
Right.
Like a lot of safety stuff is putting on equipment and learning how things work, hands-on work. Like
exactly,
it doesn't translate to a picture. I mean, like I'm sure I could learn how to work a respirator from a picture, but it's better if I put one on and use it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which rip my beard. If I have to wear a respirator, I have to shave my beard.
Just tuck your beard in. That's all.
Yeah, I have to shave it because they don't get a secure hold on your face if you have beard hair. Mm-hmm. So there's like, I've seen the chart. There's like acceptable facial hairs. Like I can have a mustache and like a little bit of chin scruff, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, they really are strict on those. That's for sure.
That's perfect for me.
Yeah, I can't grow nothing.
I'd rather get black lung.
What's up?
I'd rather get black lung.
Oh.
Than shave my beard. Hides my double chin, dude. I can't. It's the only way I'm attractive.
Well.
I mean, I'm ugly, but without a beard, I'm uglier.
Well, no, you just got baby face, that's all. Baby.
Well, yeah, without hair.
All right. All right, back to the conspiracies. Get a little bit off tangent here.
Well, I tell you what, you guys want to just end it there?
Yeah, that'd be good enough. I think we did talk about a lot. I mean, unless we got another thing to say, someone wants to add another thing in, but
I got nothing.
Well, you guys want to go back to? Yeah, I mean.
Alrighty.
well, I guess that concludes another one of these episodes.
Yeah, I mean, we could go back to Netflix, or we could go back to, or if you guys want to end it.
Yeah, end it. Why not? That's all good.
Well, I guess we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for listening. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
All right, see you guys.